naitigil ko din, kumbaga naisantabi ko. Anong advice mo siguro sa mga maraming kamukha ko na dating tumatakbo or medyo active ang lifestyle o medyo kumbaga nagko-compete pa, paano kung babalik sa ganitong klaseng lifestyle na tumatakbo ulit at medyo fit na?
Well, I think if you want to start running, there should be a commitment. Yan ang importante. If you really want to lose weight or you want to have a healthy lifestyle and you want running as a tool to be healthier, there should be a commitment.
You're talking, once a week, twice a week, 4 hours a day?
Kung beginner ka lang, I suggest maybe every other day. Or yes, at least every other day. Na yan, kung medyo mas magaling ka na, I would suggest you run at least 5 to 6 days a week and 1 day rest day, no? Maybe you should, if you're a beginner, you should run about 3 kilometers a day. Just to you don't have to run fast, just easy jogging, etc. That's the most important. Ang pinamahirap sa running, even sa akin, inaamin ko, pagising. Yan ang
sa umaga.
Sa
umaga.
So
you're saying best time talaga tumakbo sa umaga?
Sa umaga.
Anong oras sa umaga pinag-usapan natin?
Well, for me, like, I would wake up around 4 o'clock and I would run about 4:15 because I run roughly about 15 to 20 kilometers a day.
Hindi sabi sa akin, run on an empty stomach pati. Totoo ba yan?
Hindi no, naman. I would suggest you eat something light lang. Huwag naman kain na magpabusog ka. Coffee, then a little fruit or even just a konting small sandwich just para may laman ng stomach mo, para may energy ka pa.
Tama.
Yes.
Kaya sinabi mo commitment sa running, magbibigay ka ng time. How about you, ikaw? Gaano ka kadalas tumakbo a week? Gaano ka katagal tumakbo in a day?
Okay. I run roughly about 6 days a week. I run about 15 to 20 kilometers a day. Ngayon, because I am running for the 42 kilometers, I'll be joining. So, sometimes I have to wake up around 3 o'clock ng umaga dahil I will have to run sometimes 25 kilometers, 30 kilometers a day.
A day, sa isang takbo.
Isang takbo para to get ready for the 42K event.
No.
When I say it's a commitment, because I always compare running as sa buhay. If you want to have a good family, if you want to do good in your job, there should be a commitment. Like running, if you want to make running a lifestyle, there should be a commitment also. Pero I know, kagaya binanggit ko, minsan mahirap magising, minsan tinatamad ka. Pero sa umpisa pa lang yan. Pag nakabangon ka na, okay ka na eh. It's always the first 5 minutes that is the hardest, parang ganun.
Oo nga, ako pag mabangon ako sa umaga tulog ako ulit.
Parang tinatamad ka, sasabihin mo sa sarili, 5 minutes na lang, 5 minutes na lang. Pero, you have to get over that, as I always say, feelings don't think. Dapat, what will happen there is, you should overcome those negative feelings and always look at everything as a challenge. No? At nakabangon ka na, you put your running shoes, tumatakbo ka na, sarap ng feeling. Then the whole day, parang energized ka. You have so much energy to go on to your everyday, the things that you do every day. And ang maganda dyan is your family will notice na si tatay or si papa, hindi siya mukhang masyadong masungit parang masigla.
Masaya siya palagi.
And then pumapayat siya. So your family will also benefit dito.
Na-mention mo kanina na you're running 20-something miles na a day, 20 kilometers a day in preparation for the run. Alam ko nung tumakbo ko nung younger ko, you have to run sa some set distance in preparing for depende din sa race na paghandaan mo, hindi ba? Can you explain kung gaano ka maraming kilometers ang kailangang itakbo mo para, let's say, kumpleto mo to compete in a marathon?
Okay. To run a marathon, you should at least run an estimated about 100 kilometers a week. That's total na, 100 kilometers a week. So there are days you are running 20 kilometers, there are days you are running 15 kilometers. But most important is because you have to get ready for the 42K event. You have to do at least 30 to 32 kilometers run at least every 10 days para masanay na ang mga muscles mo. That's the most important, because pag tumatakbo ka ng marathon, may tinatawag na the wall na it usually hits you at 32 to 35 kilometers na biglang nagsha-shut off ang buong katawan mo, na nagka-cramps ka, hirap ka na, in short is gusto mo ng tumigil.
Ayaw na ng katawan mo.
Ayaw na ng katawan mo. Ang mind gusto pa, pero ang katawan ayaw na talaga. So what's important is you train properly to get your body ready for that.
Para hindi ka tatama sa wall. Hindi aangal yung katawan mo.
Yes, it takes practice and determination. But the most important is once you've done all those hard training, perseverance, pag sumali ka on the race day itself at you overcome all these challenges, it's a wonderful feeling. I will never deny. Ako pag sumasali ako sa marathon, pag natatapos ko, umiiyak ako sa tuwa. Dahil it's a wonderful feeling.
Grabe. At saka meron pang isa, sinasabi nila na when you run, meron akong kilala na nakaka-experience ng parang nakaka-high daw sila, runner's high. Explain mo nga sa mga tagapakinig natin na hindi naman tumatakbo. Ano ba itong runner's high na sinasabi na nakaka-experience lang ng mga runners talaga?
Okay, the runner's high basically is may tinatawag tayo na sa katawan may endorphins, no? Habang kang tumatakbo ng matagal, natatap itong endorphins na ito. Itong endorphins na it will your mind that parang kang a sense of high na
euphoria,
na you feel like you can do anything, you feel no pain. It's a high feeling, that it's a wonderful feeling. Para kang nag-drugs, parang ganun, as mga iba nagsasabi, para kang nag-drugs, na a very good feeling. So I usually get that around the 15 to 20 kilometer na napapansin ko ang endorphins ko doon tumatama, parang ganun.
So talagang kumbaga unique experience talaga to ng mga runners lang nakaka-experience ito. So siguro kung doon lang, dahil lang doon na dapat dadami talaga. Siguro kaya nga dumadami ang kumbaga nagiging running enthusiast, baka na-experience nga yung sinasabi mo na runner's high, di ba?
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Ikaw, how long have you been running kasi alam ko, kinukwento mo sa akin kanina dati, before hindi ka naman talaga tumatakbo. So how long have you been running? Why did you decide to start running?
Okay, I've been running for 30 years already. I've accumulated 82,000 kilometers total already. I started running in 1981. Noong 1981, mataba ako. I was 220 pounds. And because I am not very tall, I'm only 5'5". So I was really mataba. Ang tawag nga sa akin, hindi na Patrick, kundi Fatrick.
Fat with an F pa.
Already. Then, when in my earlier years, when I was about 7, I would watch my father, Raul Concepcion, pa-jogging. So, tinitignan ko na rin siya. Then, when I...
the Raul Concepcion of the Concepcion twins, di ba?
Yes. So I would watch him and I would say, maybe I should try this. But it's only when I went to Vancouver, Canada in 1981, I was watching the Vancouver International Marathon on TV. Then sabi ko, subukan ko nga ito. It looks very interesting. Then sinubukan ko when I was there and I enjoyed it.
Tayo na, 220 ka na sinubukan mo yun?
Oo, 220 pounds. Ang waistline ko, to give you an idea, was, a size 39 yata. So,
may chance ba ako? 36 pa lang ako .
So yan, I started running and I enjoyed it. But I started running para hindi pumayat. I started running because na-enjoy ko. So parang
hindi ka nagpapayat, gusto mo lang tumakbo talaga.
Gusto lang tumakbo. Kaya nung una hindi ko tinatanggi nung tumatakbo, especially dito sa Pilipinas, yung matabang-mataba ako. Mga drivers diyan, tinutukso ako.
Siguro na imagine ko, ang taba-taba mo, 220 pounds, nagja-jogging ka. Baka natawa yung nanonood sa'yo, di ba?
Niloloko ko, tinatawag kong baboy o gano'n.